Man, tungsten carbide is hard. Let's see if I can get something that'll actually etch it. But the only reason I did that is because my face on this graver is a little aggressive, and so sometimes I can't see where the point is at exactly, and that just helps me identify, hey, this is where your point's going to be at. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Again, we're just we're doing a little hand engraving on some steel. Sorry, I'm gonna move this so you guys can get a better vantage point. Meko-san, it's just some non-copyright Italian Sicilian music. Pluto Dummies. So for the YouTube policy's sake, especially for lives, this is just a piece of steel, nothing else. If you guys want to see some of the other the full builds, go on. You can go on my shorts or onto my long videos. That's fine. Kind of check it out. But yeah, as far as like YouTube live, we don't talk about Fight Club. Thank you, Pluto. Keep it hunted. I don't have a number just because I don't do any more private work anymore. Neta 911. Yeah, I have two air dryers actually. So there's actually three. Let's see. Yeah, I've got two air dryers. I live in a very arid climate out here in Idaho, so I don't have to worry as much about humidity as a lot of other people do in other parts of the world. But even with that, regardless, like right now it's raining outside, so yeah, I run two air dryers in between each one of my pneumatic hammers. With the Steve Lindsay, so this is actually why I like the Steve Lindsay over the GRS sometimes, is because this one isn't as, you can see some green gunk from some of the humidity from the last owner, but this one isn't as sensitive to humidity as GRS's. GRS is if you don't empty it out after like a week or so, you can actually do some pretty good damage inside the components. While Steve Lindsay's, if you were to do it and keep doing it, it probably wouldn't do anything. It would just gunk it up, and eventually you just would have to open it up and clean it really well, and then you'd be right back to normal. And that is an advantage that is an advantage that Steve Lindsay's pneumatic hammer has over GRS's stuff for sure. Again, guys, I don't get to everybody's question. I am under the microscope, so my apologies if you ask something and I miss it. At a 911, I mean, get into it. The biggest thing I think is learning the design. Even if you plan on using like AI to make your designs, that's I guess. I don't think that's very artistic by any means, but people that usually use AI don't understand design either. So if AI gives them a crap design, they're gonna use it. And then so when I look at it, I'm still looking at it and be like, oh, that's a crap design. So understanding design and how to do it is essential. So hopefully you draw a little bit, and if you don't, get into it. It's pretty fun. Learn the design aspect of it, and if you're budget limited, then get into hammer and chisel. I think that's one of the coolest ones to get into, and I think market wise, that's going to pay the most by the end of it all, because I think it's such a dying and lost art. Like even I don't do hammer and chisel very often. So if you can get really good at hammer and chisel, like the old school way, I think you have a really good business in a world where everything is so automated, and sometimes people want a little bit of human error. Tony Espo, yeah, it's just a piece of metal. We'll just say that. You know, we don't talk about Fight Club in this place, but with that being said, I'll show you. This is just a portion. We're just gonna do this accent right here. I really like it, just to give this accent. We finished the top portion a while ago. I can actually show it here. Jen Kirby, no, this is just a piece of steel. We don't talk about fighting in Fight Club, okay? But I appreciate you guys tuning in. So yeah, we're just finishing up this bottom portion. Yeah, so Engravers Cafe, not a 911, Engravers Cafe is a great forum. It's probably one of the biggest ones. If you're on Facebook, go on the Engravers bench. Those two are probably the biggest ones. Where master engravers, much better than I am, come together and talk about art and how to improve everything. Ray Apex, thank you. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys. It is time to get to my 9 to 5. Well, I guess 5 to 9 or whatever you want to call it. Appreciate it. Again, till next time, keep creating some beautiful art. Tío Lalo's out. Peace.